You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Wednesday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby.
The Toronto Blue Jays have made some pretty big moves in the offseason there, although one person they still have yet to re-sign on the dotted line is Bo Bichette.
Oh, I guess so, eh? The moves that they're making, it does feel like they might be preparing for life without Bo. Like, they're bringing in some people who could fill that spot if he doesn't come back.
Well, there is a restaurant in Toronto, a famous steakhouse, that is trying to persuade Bo Bichette to stay with the Jays as they are offering him free steak for life if he re-signs with Toronto.
An amazing offer so long as you make a good steak. If it's bad steak, it sucks, but if it's good...
According to the people that run the steakhouse, they claim that Bo Bichette frequented the place while he played in Toronto, so maybe that entices him a little bit. More or less, it's just a clever marketing stunt by the steakhouse.
The problem with it is, though, is if the marketing works and everybody knows, like, say Bo re-signs and he's going to this steakhouse all the time for the free steak, then Blue Jay fans know where to go if he has a bad game.
The one thing I do wonder, though, is it's just steak. Are drinks included, or, you know, is it kind of like the hot dog guy from The Other Guys?
Free hot dogs for life! No drinks. No drinks. Can't do it.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
You ever heard a cow moo and wondered what they're actually saying?
No, I don't think I've ever heard a cow and thought,
No?
I bet there's a lot going on there.
Well, apparently the team at Dalhousie University's agriculture campus in Nova Scotia there, they have been recording and analyzing cow noises to see whether the animals have different vocal patterns.
Trying to figure out if there's language there?
Basically, so like if there's a difference between a moo and a trying to see if they have emotions, basically.
I swear to God, there are people going to these colleges and universities across our country just lying for funding.
A real quote from the guy that's running this thing is saying, when they say moo, is it different from saying moo? Apparently, they have recorded more than 8,400 hours of audio of cows.
Wow.
And they're having students and stuff listen to this, and they're saying it could be a real-time way of decoding what the cows are actually trying to say, which... It does sound silly on paper,
sure,
but could be beneficial for farmers and stuff, and animal activists are enjoying this kind of idea.
Right, like I have to take myself out of my own head where like that information to me couldn't be more useless. But you're right, there are people who have cattle farms and that sort of thing. Imagine being able to have a cow tell you what the problem is.
I don't think you want to know a lot of it because it might just be like, please don't kill me.
It's true. You know? Once we figure out that the cows know what's going on.
Or imagine like going down to get it out on the udder to get some milk and they're like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What does that moo mean?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
If you could communicate with any animal, what animal would you like to communicate with?
I would love to hear or know what my dog is thinking or saying it sometimes, you know. You never know because, you know, they're always in some pretty weird and funny situations, so you wonder what they're thinking or saying, right? So
it would be great to be able to communicate with the dog. I feel like you could have some really cool conversations, but my biggest worry would be like, what if my dog doesn't like me? You know? That would be devastating if the dog could suddenly talk and was like, hey, man, you're a real weird dude.
Well, even imagine being hungover on a Sunday and your dog's looking at you like, you piece of garbage, take me out for a walk right now.
Yeah. Have to get one of those dog cameras so you can check in with them every so often, then I'd throw them a treat, if they're being good.
Dude, if your dog had a cell phone, they would be texting you all day.
Nonstop.
You know, there's a few people that said, I'd like to talk with my cat. Imagine if your cat had a cell phone, they'd just be leaving you on red all the time.
Well, I was going to say, if your cat had a cell phone, you wouldn't get that number. That's the thing about the cat. You text, if I could talk to my dog, I might be scared of how it would react. With a cat, like, it would say some horrific things to me, and I'd be like, yeah, it's a cat. That's what I expected fully.
I do like the guy who texted in at 762-555 saying, I'd love to communicate with birds just to tell them to shut up sometimes.
Yeah, or at least to figure out what the is so important at 4 a.m. outside the window. We get it. The sun's coming up. It does that every day.
Someone texted in saying, I'd like to be able to talk to fish. If they give me a good reason not to eat them after I catch them, I'll let them go.
Well, I mean, once you pull them out of the water, they would just be...
But imagine this, even if you were able to be like, hey, listen, buddy, I'm going to throw you back. Just
This is just a sport for me.
Just come to me.
This is just a quick vacation. You're going right back home.
I mean, you could do the same thing for hunters, like with deer or moose, just to be able to like lure them and just be like, don't worry, just want to see you.
Just come on over here. And then the deer are talking to each other. No. We don't go over there. That man is a liar.
I mean, not even for hunting purposes, even just for when they're in the middle of the road to be like, what are you doing?
Just leaned out the window. Move! Why?
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
We got a message on the bad line here. A rant that I actually do agree with.
Why does air cost $2.50? I turned it on, and I got the little low tire pressure warning. Said, okay. And I pulled into my friendly neighborhood gas station, and I had to use my debit card to tap so I could put air in my tires. Now, I'm old, okay? I'm old. I remember when there was this little machine on the side of the gas station, and you turned a dial to the pressure you wanted, and you put it in your tire, and you pumped up your air. Thank you, mister. But now I have to pay for some asthmatic 80-year-old man to take forever to pump 20 pounds of air into my tires. After work, I'm going to Canadian Tire. I am buying my own air compressor, and I will be completely self-sufficient. I hope you are happy, world. Thank you.
I 100% agree with this guy. Paying for air is absolutely ridiculous.
It really is. I mean, the first time that I went to a gas station being like, oh, I need to get some air, and saw like a coin slot or now the little debit tap pads.
Yeah.
You just look at it like, the audacity on you.
Talk about inflation, right?
Take a lap, bud.
I know, that was bad. I will say, if you go to like Home Depot, sometimes they have like those air compressors out there you can go for free. But
yeah.
I mean, every gas station, it should be free. But I mean, also everybody's just cashing in on. It's the same thing with the whole like water should be free debate, right?
That's just it, right? Like, and hey, listen, you can get water out of your tap and all these other things, but it's like, they charge you for the convenience. The idea of like, I want water and I want it now. Well, I've got it in a bottle if you'll give me some money for it.
You know what's one thing that chaps my ass that should be free? Like going to the beach or like a park. Just going into the woods.
Yeah. Like, because you're like local parks or whatever in the city are fine. But like, you want to go to a national park. They made this big deal. Remember a couple of years ago where they were like, parks are free. We're giving out passes to people to celebrate, to get people back out in nature.
Yeah.
Why did we have to get a pass to be able to go out there?
And I know someone's going to be like, well, if you don't pay for it, nobody's going to clean it up. Like, I understand that, but it's just like tapping to get into the wild just feels so weird.
That's just it. You can make the argument for why all of these things exist. For gas stations, it's infrastructure to provide you with air. And for water, yes, someone's got to clean it and bottle it and all these other things. But like at the end of the day, it still feels weird to have to pay for something so basic.
And I know even a bigger one. I know there's ladies that are going to text in and say that like feminine hygiene products like tampons and stuff, those absolutely should be free. They cost way too much money. But also, I know there's outreach programs that do it, but condoms should just be free.
At this point, what are we at? We hit 8 billion last year, right? On the planet. Let's start handing out some rubbers to people. Let's get the people wrapped up.
Just in general, there's a lot of you that just shouldn't be reproducing.
Oh, there's that. I was trying to take the more tactful stance. But yeah, now that it's out there, some of you don't need 5 kids.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
We got Mitch on the line here. Mitch, what's something that should be free that you shouldn't have to pay for?
Parking at the hospital.
It is insane that we are charging people. And like, I get that parking resources are limited, but the idea of being like, hey, did you want to go in and see a sick or dying relative? Hope you brought your change with you.
Same thing at the emergency. You have to pay, and they just upped the price too, from what I heard.
And you know what else is paying for parking to go to work? There's a lot of jobs if you work like downtown or something.
Yep.
It's ridiculous to have to pay to go to work.
Yeah.
companies should cover your parking costs if you're working for them.
Yeah. That we used to, when we worked in Regina, we used to have to pay for parking. That drove me crazy all the time.
Dude, last 3 radio stations before this one, I had to pay like a monthly or annual fee for parking, and it's just like I'm walking through the doors and I'm in the hole. That's crazy.
There is someone that texted in and said toilet paper should be free. I don't think you want government regulated toilet paper. I will say that.
I get the idea. Like, I get it's similar to what you were saying about like feminine hygiene products. Like, these are things that you need to maintain a certain level of like cleanliness in your life. But you're right. If the government is in charge of handing out the tickets, we're not getting the good ones.
A few people texting in saying diapers on top of like tampons and stuff like that. I mean, if they're going to give us government regulated toilet paper, they're just going to hand out diapers to everyone. Is all it's going to be.
I will say, though, like, as a dad, the day my youngest grew up enough and like potty trained enough, the day I didn't have to buy diapers anymore, I swear to God, it felt like I got a raise at work. Like, I honestly felt like a wealthier man.
Steve just texted in and he said cremation because anyone can burn a body.
Well, it's probably better to do it in a facility than in the backyard, though, right? Like, I'm okay with paying for something like that.
Everybody has tools to do surgery, but they probably shouldn't, you know?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
There are a lot of world leaders in the news these days. Obviously, for us, a lot of talk about Mark Carney. Donald Trump is in there. People talk about Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin and all of these names. No one's talking about a man who deserves to get his flowers. And I'm going to try and pronounce this correctly, but is the president of South Korea, Lee Jae-myung.
What's he doing?
He has stepped up and urged his officials in South Korea to consider expanding public health care coverage to include hair loss treatments.
Well, and that's why South Korea is the best Korea.
That's exactly it, brother. He wants to make it
amazing.
He wants to make it covered by government health care for things like hair loss treatments, saying that it is a growing financial and emotional toll on its citizens. And as a man who's been going bald since he was 20 years old, that man is preaching gospel, brother.
I mean, going bald is a bit of a stretch. Just you're already there, but
I was going at 20. At 42, I'm past the line.
I agree with you. I think this is a beautiful thing. I guarantee you're going to see a lot of people all of a sudden applying for citizenship out to North or South Korea.
That was my first thought. Is like right now the joke is like, oh, he booked a trip to Turkey to go get those hair transplants. But all of a sudden, you start seeing your balding friends, your thinning friends being like, I'm going to go do like a little work trip over to South Korea.
I'm teaching English in South Korea now.
Yeah.
Oh, sure you are, bud.
I'll be over there for about 6 months or so. I think I'll be a whole new man when I come back.
You know, of all the countries that we need to be partnering and supporting right now, I've never said it more than South Korea, you know?
You know what the best part is? Have a look at this picture here. Man's got a full head of luxurious hair. This isn't even a like, hey, I need to get this treatment myself. He's a man with hair looking out for us baldos, and I think you could stand to learn a lesson from him.
Brother, I'm take the hat off.
Oh,
it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. And, you know, I know there's someone sitting in their car right now or whatever, and they're like, this is ridiculous. Like, hair loss is not a matter of survival. I have buddies who, like, it's torn them apart going bald, man. It really diminishes you a little bit. So I kind of respect what they're doing.
Because the procedures are cosmetic, they're very expensive. And the thing is that as a society, we've roasted men for going bald forever. It is one of the longest running jokes. You can make fun of a bald man and there are no consequences for it. So, yeah, a lot of guys who start losing their hairline start getting really sad, and that's why it's a mental health issue.
You know, I don't really like to get political here on this program, but I would like to encourage the Canadian government to do something like this. At least put some, like, finasteride in our water or something, you know?
Go right to the source.
You know, I know we're spending money left, right, and center, but, you know, put a little in the water and help the fellas out here.
I don't know. Putting finasteride in the water sounds like Big Razor got to you.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Everybody's working for the weekend.
All All right, we've got $100 in Lotto 649 tickets for tonight's jackpot on the line.
It is an $18 million gold ball jackpot up for grabs with a guaranteed $1 million prize as well.
We're looking for work impressions, so we asked you to leave a voice memo of your best excuse on why you're late for work this morning, and we got a lot here to work with. We will start with this one here.
I was all ready to leave, and my cat Reefer got out the door, and he's a crazy orange cat, so I had to chase him around the block for half an hour. By the time I got him, I was exhausted, so I had to go back to bed.
The going back to bed part, you lose me on.
Yeah, well, that's just it.
Everything else would have worked.
If you're late, that's fine, but also you got to be careful with that. If your boss doesn't like cats, that's not going to fly.
All right, we got this one here.
Hey, this is Charles, and I tried curry for the first time last night, boss
Yes.
man, and
Yes.
oh my gosh, it's not working well.
It's not working. Sounds like it's working exactly as intended.
Talk about spicy twice.
Talk about spicy twice. Okay. Love it. I've said before, saying that you crapped yourself is the best excuse.
It's a conversation no one wants to have.
Okay, we'll go to this one.
Hey, it's Jasmine. Happy New Year. True story, when I lived in Newfoundland, I was late for work because a herd of caribou were standing in the middle of the road.
That's got to be like the most Canadian one.
I have a similar one. I was almost late for work one morning because there was a moose sleeping next to the car in my driveway. I had to very carefully get around him to get out of there.
That might not win, but that'll be very Canadian
That's
for
very
sure.
good.
All right, we got this one from Claude.
I'm late for work because I accidentally set my calculator to 5:30 instead of my alarm clock.
You know, that's a real thing people do, but the boss isn't gonna...
It's not gonna... You can't... Your excuse can't be that you're dumb. That's the problem.
All right, we'll do two more here.
Yeah, I don't think I can make it in today, boss. Just got diagnosed with a disease called sickness. Sickness, please!
Sickness, please!
I love it. I love it.
You can't do that part, though. You can't leave that part of the voicemail.
All right, one more.
I'm late for work because I didn't want to hit the innocent squirrel crossing the road in front of me. This is Grant.
I mean, valid if your car is totaled.
Yeah. If you went off the road to get around the squirrel, if you're just parked, probably not going to fly.
762-555. What are we thinking here? You know what I want.
I want to say that I love the energy of the sickness guy,
Yeah.
but I know which one you're going to pick.
It's Charles all day.
Hey, this is Charles, and I tried curry for the first time last night, boss man, and oh my gosh, it's not working well. Talk about spicy twice.
with the Johnny Cash
hurt in the background. Ding, and the round of applause for Charles. Great excuse, my friend.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
For the first time in 2026, it is time to censor out some music here. And it is David Bowie week, so we've done that before, but I was thinking we need to be having a Creed week, or I'm just going to make it Creed week, because we're going to censor out some Creed here this morning.
I mean, Creed has some iconic, for good or for bad, lyrics that people have had stuck in their head for going on 30 years now, so there's a lot to work with.
I would like to start with my favorite Creed song.
Ain't got no time.
Sometimes you don't got time, you know? That's all it is.
I believe that's called a quickie.
I think a lot of people's favorite Creed song happens to be With Arms Wide Open.
Sure.
Let's make that a little dirty.
Not everything.
You know, I like to think of this as like the anthem of like the first time you hook up with your partner.
Yeah. The first time you hook up, everything's wide open. You might be in the best relationship of your life.
I'm not judging. Who am I to judge? And of course, a classic Creed song is One Last Breath.
Sure.
Let's ruin that one.
Please come now. I think I'm holding on to what I think you say. Seems I found the road to nowhere, and I'm trying to escape. I am back when I heard thunder, but I'm down to one last. And will it let me say?
Here it comes.
Let me say.
Yeah.
Now I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 is so far down.
I'm glad you censored 6 feet because I was like, that's too much.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
My mind is a little bit blown. We have talked on this show many times. Your favorite excuse to get out of something is to tell people that you crapped your pants.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a study yesterday that apparently that is a bigger problem than I ever thought. 50% of adults surveyed in a recent study said that they 100% of the time carry spare gitch on their, like, either on their person or like in the car. They keep it at the office. Like, they've always got that thing on them.
I mean, when I go on vacation, I always bring like extra underwear because you just never know what's going to happen. I've never really thought to bring it on a road trip, but that's not a bad idea.
I'm with you. If I'm packing a suitcase, you know, okay, how many days are there? +2 minimum, just because you never know what's going to happen and you're not near home. But I've never thought, like, in the back of my car, I've got my spare tire, I've got my booster cables, I've got some like road flares. I've never thought like, and that's where an extra pair of boxers goes.
I mean, I'm not going to knock them because I've totally crapped myself in the car before. Like in the past year, I've done it.
Well, and here's the thing. So it's 50% say that they carry spare underwear. Of that 50%, 70% of those say that it has in fact saved the day.
Is there an age range on that? Because there's a certain age you get to where you push for a fart and it ain't always a fart. You know what I mean?
So you would think that it is an older generation, and that is definitely the majority, but younger generations are also doing it. 60% of Gen Zs, 57% of millennials rocking with extra gitch on hand.
I'm not going to knock anyone. I think that's honestly just being prepared. I always keep extra toilet paper in the car because you never know if you're going to break down somewhere on those long stretches across this country. And, you know, you got to go pinch one off somewhere.
I mean, even if you go to like a roadside turnout to use the bathroom, they're not always, let's say, well stocked.
100%.
It is good to have the roll on you, but I don't know. I guess after the show today, I'm going to take a pair of underwear out to the car.
Even sometimes you need to use your underwear to wipe. So it's honestly, it's a smart idea. It really is.
If your backup underwear have become your backup toilet paper, so many things have gone wrong in your day.
Brother, I've been in your bathroom before. I've been in there after you. Don't be judging anyone with those eyes, okay?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
After learning that, what was it, 50% or 60%?
50% of people surveyed keep a spare pair of gitch on them, and 70% of those people say that it has saved their lives before.
There's a lot of people on the text line that say that they carry extra gitch in there. Matt actually says it's mandatory to always have extra baby wipes, an extra pair of underwear, and a couple pair of socks on you.
Sounds like things are going rough for Matt. Sounds like he's going through it.
Well, it's one of those things of like, fool me once.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. To have the full emergency kit on hand.
Well, even Trevor, he says, I always have a full change of work clothes in my truck. I've had too many oil showers to not learn my lesson.
I mean, maybe that's the thing, right? Like, I'm thinking, like, this seems crazy to think that half of the people you'll see in a day have a spare pair of underwear on them or somewhere accessible. but I also work a pretty soft job and live a kind of soft life.
But I think like also a lot of people carry just simple things like deodorant in the car, that should be mandatory.
That makes sense.
It should be like a legally like a thing that in the province, it's mandatory to have deodorant in your car.
At the very least, like just grab one of them little travel cans of Axe or something. Just something for a quick top up before you head into somewhere.
We all know that does not work. Axe body spray does nothing.
It's better than nothing.
Axe body spray should be illegal.
I like the one that says that I always have a spare $20 bill tucked away, because I was thinking about it as I was reading that text. If you go somewhere and their like phone lines are down or the debit machine is down, the ATM's not working. Yeah, I know Rogers doesn't love to talk about it. Remember the big outage a few years ago?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden no one could use their cards? Yeah, keep a little bit of cash on you or somewhere that you can get to, so that you can actually buy things.
I don't know. I'm more in the thought of the day and age that it's like if all the computers crash, it's like, well, I guess it's free. That's the way I like to think about it.
You just better hope that they don't have a weapon behind the counter wherever you're trying to get your free stuff from.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Would you rather Wednesday? Would you rather Wednesday?
Let's get our first Would You Rather of 2026 going. Let's get weird. First question in says, would you rather get a free hair transplant or have a permanent six-pack of abs?
Ooh, you know, I've kind of come to terms with the bald thing. I actually think I look better bald than I did when I was holding on. You're telling me permanent, no effort required six-pack abs? That sounds pretty sick.
Now, here's the thing, though. What does that mean? Does it just mean, like, you have abs in the rest of your body? Or are you chiseled all around? Or is it just the abdomen?
I mean, really, listen, I'll say it's my gut that's the main offender here. If this all slims down, where the problem becomes the monkey's paw issue, what if I get six-pack abs, but I still have the barrel? Then I don't want that. That's weird.
Well, that might be hot because everybody's saying the dad bod is in style. If you could have a little abage in there.
This is not a dad bod. Look at the size of this. This is a great-great-grandfather bod at this point.
I was just trying to be nice, but you know.
You can't be nice by lying to me.
Would you rather have a kid who does OnlyFans or a kid who cheers for the Habs?
I, as a father of two, will support my kids in whatever decisions that they make, so long as it doesn't hurt their health or violate, laws of the land, sort of thing. So, if my kids grow up and it makes them happy to cheer for Montreal, then I will support that.
Honestly, I'd probably rather have the OnlyFans kid, because I mean, some of them make tons of good money, and if they can have an early retirement for me, I mean, I just gotta stay off the internet. That's fine with me.
That's just it. I don't want to see it. I don't even necessarily want to know about it. But if that's what you're gonna do, like, it's not my life to
I don't
live.
even want to know what happens with the Montreal Canadiens. So would you rather be Mario or Luigi?
Mario, obviously, the main character. Who wants to be the sidekick?
I don't know, man. He does too much.
You don't get enough sidekick action in real life? You want it in your video game?
Hey, man. Hey, Mario does too much work. Also, Luigi just kind of tags along.
Luigi, in his off time, is unhaunting mansions. What are you talking about? That man fights ghosts.
I guess I don't know video games enough. I just feel like Mario is pretty desperate. He's chasing a girl around. I mean, at least Luigi's following his passion of haunted houses.
At least Mario gets the girl at the end of the game. Luigi's sitting in the chair at the end of the bed. What are you talking about?
Valid point. Would you rather be in a porta potty in the summer or the winter? Gonna go winter on that.
Really? Well, yeah.
Dude, have you been in a porta potty in the summer?
I was about to say, like, I don't want my cheeks to freeze to the seat, but you're 100% right. There is only one right answer to this. A hot porta potty is literally a torture device.
All the tradies would agree, I'm pretty sure.
Absolutely.
Final one here is, would you rather ride a bike in the snow or go topless all summer? And you don't have your abs from earlier.
My gut abs?
Yeah.
I would rather go topless in the summer. Then it's everybody else's problem. Riding a bike in the snow is dangerous, stupid, uncomfortable. You look like more of a dork on a bike in the snow than you do shirtless in the summer.
Yeah, you're right.
Even as a fat guy.
I don't have a DUI yet, so
people will think you do.
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby podcast.